Today, we are going through the 2 pieces, 1/2 inch thread air compressor silencer, a 20mm intake filter muffler kit for small compressors. You will see everything on screen as a walkthrough of the specs and details so you can decide if it is worth adding to your setup. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. I work with piston compressors daily, and intake noise is usually the most annoying part.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
A sharp hiss, constant drone, and dust getting pulled straight into the pump. These silencers are a simple way to cut some of that without touching the motor or tank. On screen, you can see the layout. Each piece has a 1/2 inch male thread with a 20mm intake, a plastic housing, and a small internal filter element. Air enters through side slots, passes the filter, and goes into the compressor with less noise and fewer particles. No moving parts, no wiring, just basic hardware. Installation is easy if your compressor has a 1/2 inch intake port and enough space. You remove the stock filter, screw this one in, and hand tighten. The close-up I show on the thread is important. If your unit uses another size, you will need an adapter. Otherwise, it will not seal right and you will hear leaks. In use, do not expect miracles. The tone becomes softer and less sharp. On typical home and small shop compressors, the intake snap drops to a more tolerable level and talking near the unit gets easier. On louder or larger units with strong vibration or cheap panels, the difference is real but not dramatic. This is an intake muffler, not a full soundproof box. Build quality is fine for the price, but it is still light plastic. If you crank it hard against the metal fitting, you can crack the body or damage the threads. The internal element catches dust and fine debris, but it is small, so in dirty spaces it clogs faster. You should open it up sometimes, check the color, and clean or replace. Running with a clogged element adds strain and noise again. Since the kit includes 2 pieces, you can keep a backup, pair it with another compressor, or swap when one gets dirty. Think of them as consumables. Used correctly, they last, but they are not industrial heavy-duty parts. There are some clear drawbacks. Thread mismatch is the most common issue and is on the user to check. At higher air demand, the restriction from a dirty filter can slow down fill time. If that happens, this model is too small for your setup or needs fresh elements. Also, if your main noise comes from exhaust, rattling panels, or the workspace itself, this will not suddenly make things quiet. On the positive side, for a small garage, hobby projects, and light professional use, this silencer set is a cheap, fast upgrade that mostly works as described as long as expectations stay realistic. You get a noticeable cut in harsh intake noise and basic protection from dust going into the pump. So while you are watching this screencast, instead of a full unboxing and live mic test, focus on the specs, fit, and what problem this part actually solves. If you treat it as a practical tweak and keep the filter clean, it does its job. If you expect a silent compressor out of a budget plastic muffler, you will be disappointed. If this breakdown helped, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share your experience with similar silencers in the comments.